We are back. Today we are going to talk about something that I found on Tubi. If you are tapped into Tubi, you probably know all about Miss LB. She is a popular Detroit filmmaker and she's responsible for titles like He Played Me, These Men for Everybody, Damaged Goods, and most notably The Dirty D. The Dirty D follows the Shady Lounge in Detroit, and now she has the Dirty A, which is a shady record label in Atlanta. So it starts off with a young woman named Amaya who is speaking with her mother in law to be Nia about her fiance Vision. Vision is an upcoming rapper, but she's worried that he prioritizes his music a little more than his family, and basically she just wants him to the same passion that he has for the music, she wants him to have for their family and saving and, securing a future for their kid. And so Nia assures her that everything will work out, once he holds his baby for the first time, he'll get on his shit, basically. So things are actually pretty well. They end off on a more positive note. She and Vision are about to go home, have a nice little nightcap, and then she's unalived. Abrupt. they take her and the chain. Despite this being the cold opening, there's also her mother being suspicious. Two of the protagonists are lawyers. Vision is an artist. Like, we've planted plenty of seeds for this to be a more consequential story. Just to remind us that this happened, right? Like, there could have been a tribute song, angel wings with the would-be due date of the unborn child, one of the lawyers working with law enforcement. None of that happens. Instead, we steamroll over her the same way that Bullet did, and I was kind of thrown off by that. So we are immediately introduced to some of our main protagonists and some of their dysfunctions. So you have Nia and Vision, who are a mother and son duo. Nia is worried about her son because he just got signed to the Dirty A, which is a notoriously shady record label in Atlanta. They're known for luring people in with hefty signing bonuses and a chain, but then 40% of their earnings go towards the label. So basically everybody is working to pay and paying to work. She calls on her friend Kendra, who is married to Ace. Kendra is an entertainment lawyer, and so is Ace, but Ace happens to be the lead attorney at the Dirty A. Unbeknownst to Kendra, this kind of speaks to some of the issues that Ace and Kendra are having. They have an intimacy problem. He's not too keen on engaging with his wife, namely because she still requires him to use condoms because she doesn't want to risk getting pregnant and not making partner. Kendra's big on titles and appearances. That's something that everyone kind of says about her. This comes to a head when her mother-in-law hits her up, and basically she wants Kendra to do a favor for her. A lot of people in the show are going to go to Kendra to get different legal favors. In the case of the mother-in-law is dying. She has cancer, and she's only been given like 6 to 12 months to live, and she doesn't want her philandering husband to be featured in her will. And basically she mentions that I guess everything would go to Ace and any unborn child that they have. So now suddenly Kendra is okay with the idea of having unprotected sex with her husband. And it couldn't have came at a more convenient time for her, because it turns out he's entertaining someone else and promising that he's going to leave his wife, some girl named Lachey. So I'm assuming that's going to come up. It's only 3 episodes on Tubi right now, but they said that more episodes are coming soon. So my early predictions as far as Kendra and Ace goes, because they have this argument where he's like, I know the real you. And Kendra seemed kind of shifty when the mother was talking about her philandering husband. Something tells me that the husband was Kendra's sugar daddy or something when she was in college, because the big thing is that Kendra, I guess, wasn't really paying much attention to Ace until she found out that he had a rich family. She was a bit of a social climber and was willing to do anything to get ahead. Hopefully they explore a little more of that. Hopefully they explore a little bit more of this like cutthroat, vain, relentless version of Kendra, because I don't see that so far. Another dysfunctional relationship that we explore is Navy and Alex. Navy is the owner of the Dirty A. He is also a cheating husband. He throws in his wife's face often that she can't please him and basically he's going to continue to cheat on her. He mainly cheats on her with this girl named Sanaya, who is his secretary. So Sanaya proves to be pretty bold. She's outwardly catty with the wife and other members of the label. She thinks that, like, I guess everything goes through her because she is Navy's mistress. So she's also doing a lot of dirty work for Navy. So in addition to the predatory contract that he has this artist sign, he's also embezzling and doing other shit that is ruining his books. And so when his accountant comes to him like, yeah, the government's about to audit y'all because something's not adding up, he tries to get the guy, Charles is his name, to falsify documents. He obviously does not want to lose his freedom, so he doesn't agree to do that. So he has Sanaya set him up and unalives Charles and takes his files so that they can falsify the documents themselves or something like that and be in the clear. Yeah, eventually Alex does go to Kendra because she wants to see her options with taking him for everything that she can. Eventually she bosses up on Navy because she realizes that she owns half the company and she can call some shots if he doesn't want to get in trouble because she knows about some of the shady dealings of the Dirty A. And so hopefully we explore that a lot more. Again, it's only 3 episodes on the platform now, but I'm hoping that we finally circle back to some of these things. And finally, we have the Dirty D artists. So it would turn out that the artists at the Dirty A are just as shady as the label. You have Dream, who is the veteran artist who's not too keen on Vision coming on board because he doesn't like the idea of his spot being taken. Dream also has some pretty shady management because the manager is too busy dealing with other women on the label to worry about his artist's best interests. So he's actually entered an arrangement where he's exchanging sex and professional favors with label mate Lyric, and it turns out Dream actually likes Lyric, so that's gonna be a problem. Brooklyn and Vision are building a bit of a connection despite the fact that Vision just lost his girlfriend or his fiance, an unborn child. He doesn't seem particularly upset about that. There's also another young lady on the label who is unsuccessfully trying to sleep her way to the top. I'm guessing that she's Lachey because she's the one who is getting cozy with Ace, and they never gave us her name. So I'm guessing that she's Lachey. I'm just gonna cast my vote that that's her. All of that boils up to the 3rd episode when we finally circle back around to what happened to Amaya. So somebody in Dream's crew tries to sell him a necklace to give to his quote whoop-de-whoop. That whoop-de-whoop being Lyric, and it turns out this is the same chain that was taken off of Amaya when she was taken out. So presumably that's going to be a problem because they're all label mates with Vision, and I'm sure Vision is going to recognize the necklace because he was the one who put it on her, or he admired it or something like that in the beginning. Coupled with the fact that Vision's mother is not too keen on him having the relationship with Brooklyn, and he ominously says that because his mother has an issue with Brooklyn, it's going to be an issue in general. So I'm guessing that this is her general MO with how she deals with the women he's dating. And finally, the new artist that is introduced to the Dirty A happens to be Amaya's twin sister, Anaya. And that's the cliffhanger that ends the 3rd episode. So far, I would give the Dirty A a nice 8 out of 10. If I could compare it to any Dirty D season, it would probably be like season 2 or 3. It's really interesting, but there are a lot of characters that are introduced, and I feel like we need to spend just a little more time on character development, especially when it comes to the Dirty D artists. Especially when it comes to the girl that has the blonde bob. Like, she's introduced and everyone seems to have an issue with her, but I don't even think we have gotten her name. I'm assuming that she might be the character Lachey, the mystery Lachey that Ace is about to leave Kendra for, but obviously that's not confirmed. According to Elizabeth Fox's story, they're supposed to be doing more episodes soon. I'm assuming before the summer, since that's when they're supposed to release the Dirty C. So I look forward to finishing out the season and see how it all comes together. I definitely recommend you guys check it out. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section. If you like this video, make sure that you leave a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification button so you're alerted of every video that I post. Bye, guys.